Okay, how's everybody doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth. I'm the creator of Crystal Edge Technology Screens using nanotechnology gain. We are doing some more demonstration on our luminous. This is a luminous ambient light rejection cinema paint, which is a screen paint we developed. And keep in mind, the technology was developed first of all for our contract distributors overseas, due to the fact they wanted to actually paint much larger, much bigger screens. Our blackout cloth only goes up to around a 200 inch, and like I said, when you're doing screens, they're going to be 30 feet by 30 feet or 600 or 800 feet screens, 800 screens. We had to design a formula in order to be able to accommodate those particular screen sizes. Now with that, we posted these videos on Facebook. We got a lot of response from people asking for us to make it available for the customers, so now it is available for the customers. Alright, so first things first, let me show you right here what we have. So this right here is the first screen was actually done from plexiglass. The second screen, which I just did about hours ago, is actually made from the same plastic that you use to protect your furniture, like furniture and beds and stuff like that. And this is what the stuff is designed to do, to protect the furniture. And like I said, you can pretty much coat this formula on anything. I'll be doing a spray-on demonstration very soon. So I'll put this over here, and I'm going to show you the screen that I coated with the formula, which is right there. Now this is a one-coat application. You can put two if you want, but it's a one-coat application, and it has to be sprayed. So we're going to turn our projector on. My projector blank mode. I'm going to show you the distance on where the projector is sitting. So my projector is somewhere around 11 to 12 feet away from the screen. Alright, so let's come over here and let's start our demonstration. Alright, let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm used to using the Chromecast, but I forgot to have my PS4 hooked up to the projector. Alright, so let's begin. Now the object of the formula and the color we're actually designing basically has the ability to produce white levels and black levels at the same time. With this, we're not going to have a black screen paint, we're not going to have a silver screen paint. It's going to be one color and one color only. So it has the ability to produce contrast and white levels at the same time. And as you've seen in a lot of the test demonstrations, the screens are designed to take on a ton of ambient light. Go back here for a minute. I think hold on for a minute. Okay. Alright, let's go back here a minute. Just a minute. There we go. I'm going to replay this because I think when I started this, it had already, we had already been through half of it. Well, not half of it, but when I stopped the demonstration, the camera battery was dying. So I was already halfway through the video already, and I forgot to go back. So we'll play it back again. Now this is being done in 235.1. That's the size of the screen that I developed or designed or built. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to turn on our overhead lights. Make sure our condensed lighting's all the way up. So we have our high power light right there, which is my, not high power light, but that's my everyday lighting that I have in my dining room. See how beautiful the white levels are. The contrast is extremely good on the screen. Like I said, we are around about 11 to 12 feet away from the screen. I want to do it on a much larger scale, and I thought doing it on this size, this particular size of the screen, would be about, I'm going to do a bigger size than this, but just for now. And later on I'll do it on short throw also. And this is just everyday thin plastic. I think it's about 5 or 6 mil. And it's the same kind of plastic used to cover furniture to protect it. So I was able to coat this with the screen paint and turn it into this. actually from the angle again. It looks absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's stop right there. Okay, go back a minute. So I'll clear this just for a minute. There we go. We'll pop over to Future Tech. Or Future something. This is the site I like to go to and do my demonstrations off of. I'll come back to this later. Alright, so this is what I want to show you. Okay, so I'm going to wait, let me show you real quick. I'm going to show you how it's hooked up. We got hooked up to the PS4. So there it is on my PS4. This screen looks incredible on the PS4. It does look incredible. Look at this. Fully lit environment, plenty of light, and that's what the PS4 looks like. I'll be doing some gaming on this screen also. This is set for 235.1 right now on the PS4. Alright, PS4s don't do 235.1, but I got it set for 235.1 on the projector. Alright, so let's go over to here and I'm going to show you something really quick. Now we're going to be changing our containers, and I'll tell you why we're going to be changing our containers is because I've used these containers for some time. I do like them, but they do have flaws. One of the flaws they do have is these containers do from time to time will open up on entry. You can tape them up all you want. I've taped these things up and I've shipped them overseas, and it depends on the carrier on how it's handled. There is a good chance that they could open up. So this is a new container we will be using for now on. And like I said, this is a very sturdy container. You can see the dents in it. I've dropped this quite a few times on the ground to see exactly how much damage you could take in. So you have to do a lot of research because you're going to be shipping this stuff over, and especially for us, we have contracts. If we ship this overseas instead of 30 or 40 or 60 of these bad boys get cracked and paint links all over the place, then we got a problem on our hands. So that's why I'm going to stop using those containers, because these containers crack. You put enough pressure on this, it didn't take long for me to actually come down on this with my foot to actually crack this container easily. So that's why we will no longer be using these containers, and these will be the new containers. Now, I'm going to take this outside for a minute. Let me show you something. Alright. I'm going to go on the front porch. Let me leave this right there. Alright. So we have to do a lot of testing because, you know, one of the things you don't want is you don't want your product shattering and spilling all over the place, because then you got to replace it. So this is why we do these tests, to make sure we don't have that problem. Alright, so we'll take the first container. Like I said, we should use this one right here. Like I said, it was a good container because it had an easy grip. But this was also too with a nice easy grip. We get these containers from a wholesaler, so they cost us pretty much next to nothing. So do these right here. But I'm going to show you the difference between the two. Now, we need a container that can be dropped over and over again, even inside the boxing with padding, and that way reassures us that the top's not going to open up and the product is not going to leave the container. So we'll start with this one first. Pick it up. There you go. Doesn't pop open, no problem whatsoever. Now, we'll take this container. Make sure the top is tight right here. So I got the top really tight on it. See? Now watch this. That's why we don't use them anymore. It doesn't take much to get it to pop open. So even if it's packaged well inside of the box, the problem you're going to have if they set anything heavy on this, if they drop this, and keep in mind, paint, it's going to be heavier than water. So it's going to basically add more impact when it hits the ground. And even if you tape this, they still pop open, because we've had incidents where containers have popped open even when they were taped down, even when using Gorilla Tape, even when wrapping around in tape, they still pop open and they still leak. So this is what I mean by we do our tests properly, because if you don't do your test properly, you got to do more than just make a product look good and look amazing in front of a projector. You also have to reinsure your contract distributors that they'll have very little packages that will open up on entry. And also too, to our customers, this is a reinsurance. All right, so get back in the house. I am Kenneth from Crystal Edge Technology Screens, using nanotechnology gain, just sharing you a little insight on some of the things that we do involving our business toward other companies. I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I'd like to thank you all for watching. The new screen paint will be available very soon. We are right now working on the copyrights for the new labels. All right, thank you all for your time.